Hi guys, today we're going to be playing some Void Bastards, which is a bit of a new game. We're going to be playing this kind of a roguelike game. It's a first person shooter. You essentially have a comic book style art format, which is really good. As you can see on the screen there, it's comic style. And the idea behind this is going to be that you're unlocking new weapons, new skills, new abilities, and basically playing your way through a kind of an FTL-like star map where you're trying to get your prisoners, as they are there, to an end goal, which I don't actually know what that is just yet, but we're going to be testing that in a few moments for us. So I'm going to hit new game here. I'm going to leave this on Iron Man now. I'm going to have no restrictions. You unlock the restrictions in the Iron Man stuff later on, I think, or if you play on a harder difficulty level. I'm going to play on normal for the moment because this is one of the first times I've played this. All I've done literally is boot it up, made sure it works, and now I'm recording.
No being hell. Void Ark didn't pass its bloody checkpoint.
Well, file a 61B to head office. Unfulfilled delivery of resources.
If it's in the Sargasso Nebula, clients have all been lost anyway, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Let's log off and get rat-arsed instead.
So you can tell there's quite a good comedy behind it. I don't know what these guys have made before, but I think this is Devolver Digital behind it. If not, I'll leave a card somewhere saying who makes it and stuff. And here we go.
Whoops-a-daisy. It looks like you've run out of bullets. Ammunition requests can be filed at the Void Ark. Oh dear. Return to the Void Ark is currently prohibited. This prohibition will be lifted when you obtain the line printer, or in the event of your death.
Okay, so there's no way for me to get through this door, which is interesting. I do like the art style of this, it's really interesting.
Did you know the line printer is likely located in the admin cubes?
There we go. Oh, can't jump over there for some reason. Oh, there we go. So, top left minimap, right click stuff to open things. Still got no ammo. Can't reload. So thankfully there's no head bob. I absolutely hate head bob. Oh, okay. These guys look a bit dangerous. Thankfully I don't need to go in there yet.
OH&S regulations require you to avoid being incinerated by gunpoints.
Oh. Yeah, okay. There's something to collect over here. As you'll see on the star on the map, and that goes. Got some glasses. Where's that gunpoint thing?
Having trouble locating items? Why not use your local mapping device?
Ah, you can't see me. Oh god. Oh, that was close. Ow. I guess that took a little hit to my health at the top there. Right, there we go. There we go. So in the top right hand corner you see the items are collected. And I've also collected something called merits.
Of a line printer in your parole hearing.
So merits in this case are like
to the Steve
a
is now
currency.
recommended.
I can't get in the helm. Although there's something to collect in there. That's annoying. There's no other way in the helm, so I can't get in there at the moment, but I can just go straight back to this thing called the Steve. Something else to collect there as well. Yeah, so there's more than just one objective on each map. This is obviously just a tutorial. So if you see anything glowing, pick it up.
FYI, a vessel associated with dangerous occurrences is approaching. Might I suggest a rapid evacuation?
You may. So as you run, you make noise, and obviously there's going to be enemies around on other levels where you don't want them to hear you. So you can hear. I'm not sure if he can. In fact, he can't open the door. Close that just in case. I'm in the wrong place. So is there another door? I need to go back there. Okay. Gone the wrong way. Get back out. Up through central filing.
Addendum. The vessel is docked and dangerous occurrences are now imminent.
Looks like we lost some survivors. Do a sweep and clear the
Oh
ship.
god. Not sure I'm going to make this. No, I died. I think it's kind of expected. You're supposed to die.
Return to the Void Ark is now possible. Note to self. Issue more bullets to replacement client.
So that's your game player character. You are the client.
Client expired. Discarding unregistered acquisitions. Retrieving loaned weapons.
Steve cleared for return to Void Ark.
Giving you a P45, that's nice.
P45 filed. Steve cleared for docking.
Okay. So as you can see, comic book art style, looks really nice. Sort of cell shaded, but more like just line drawn and coloured in.
OH&S violations have resulted in a premature end-of-life situation. Recruiting replacement client. Issuing WCG client care package.
So each client you get, the new guys, they have either a bonus or a hindrance randomly generated as far as I know. I don't think there's any way to influence it or anything. But here you see this one is a smoker, so he's going to cough every so often and enemies will be able to hear that. You get status, which tells you everything you've got. Inventory, which currently I've got nothing because obviously this is the first time I played this. Okay. But you also get these items on the right hand side here. This is everything I'm going to be given as this client to be able to let me play the game. Rehydrate me, yep.
Congratulations. You have been selected to assist with an emergency staff turnover.
So over here, character information, obviously you've got a health, which starts at 400. You can get things to increase or decrease that if need be. Number of fuel you've got tells you how many times you can actually move forward on the map, which you'll see in a bit. Food you need to use to either restore health or to move forward on the map as well. You can actually enter a starving state where you can lose health in between jumps. And the number of merits is your money and stuff. And these things you'll find out later on.
Welcome to your induction seminar. Unauthorized persons have boarded this vessel and rendered it inoperative. Your action item. Restart the FTL drive. Okay, I need to see your citizen card to authorize the restart. Oops. As a WCG penal client, your citizen card has been shredded. Don't worry, you'll find parts to construct another one from on nearby vessels.
So you're a prisoner, you've basically lost all your rights.
The parts you need are a line printer and an ID card. Once you have the parts, you can assemble them on the Steve's workbench.
So Steve is your ship, your little ship here. And there we go. So this is your workbench. You see this in between every single mission you play. Obviously you've still got your character up here. That will change depending on who you're playing as. You will die. You're kind of meant to on some levels, or at least challenge yourself. Obviously your status, as we saw before, and your inventory. So you can use your inventory over here for parts and materials and things, and your action items to be able to build new devices. So you can see here the stapler gun requires something called an FTL nozzle. So you get an FTL nozzle, stick it on a workbench, you make a new one, and it's an immediate build. You don't have to wait a certain number of turns or maps or anything like that. But each one has different things which are required to make it. And as you unlock things on here, you get a second thing here, so you need to be able to find one to be able to make the next thing, and then you have to find the object that makes that too. Okay. You also get certain parts and things, which we'll cover later, but it's the same sort of thing. You need to have certain pieces of materials, as you can see there's data and vault, and that's on the left-hand side down there as well. So you need to kind of understand what you need to be able to do to be able to get to the next progression mechanic and unlock mode and things like that. And certain enemies will be affected by certain weapons and so on and so forth. But at the moment I've just got the regulator pistol, which is a really standard one, but you can also upgrade your basic pistol too, which is quite cool.
Valued client, please follow the bouncing arrow to the line printer.
There we go. So the line printer is all the way over there. So if I can't remember how you actually move this map around. You can't seem to drag it or anything. But it's over there. And I've only got one way I can go here, which is this Pack Buzz Skiff Dreadful Armour. So when you click a level, you see what's on there. So in this case, it's got something called a screw. Quite a tough enemy. And it's also got some janitors who are kind of 1-2 shot guys. In this case here, you can build something called a bushwhacker when you get the next level of item there. So you've got the ability to either rest, gains you 15 health I think it is, to eat your food, or you can actually move and burn a fuel and eat your food as well. So I'm going to jet.
Did
We
you
travel
notice
across.
that there's a buzz box on this vessel? Requisitioning it would not be substantively illegal.
So you're basically being told to go and steal it. And in this case, you dock. You get to select your weapon. In this case I've got 48 bullets on here. I have no fuel though, so I need to be on the lookout for fuel on this ship as well. And then I'm going to board. And this is your first level. So you start with the map. And you can see up here we're there. We go through Atmo. You have an oxygen requirement as well. So you have about 5 minutes of oxygen depending on the level. There are certain modifiers to the levels as well, which say you burn more oxygen, you burn less oxygen. You might have character modifiers which change that as well. So that O2 thing there is going to give me oxygen. There's a security thing here where you can shut down all the security systems, so any gun points and things or cameras you can turn them off without having to interact with them first. You can just go straight to that. The helm gives you the loot locations, so once you get there you download the map and you can see everything that's on the ship, so it's always a good idea to head there kind of first. And in here you can actually launch things into the void as well, which I've not done, so that's going to be interesting. So you can either click the button or you can press tab.
Warning. The nebula has caused citizens to assume irregular forms. I'm sure no one would blame you for murdering them.
So I can hear people on here. So the weapons themselves aren't 100% accurate. There is an element of missing with them, so you're not kind of a god with the weapons, which is good.
Lost? Fuel and part locations can be downloaded at the helm.
You may see in a second on this door, you see words. So you might see float, 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 stomp, stomp, stomp. There it is. Or you might see other words as well, and that tells you there's a guy on the other side of the door who will be able to see you as you come through.
This WCG worker is colloquially known as a screw. Given your capabilities, an attempt to murder him would almost certainly fail.
So I'm just going to creep past him a little bit. I'm going to go to the helm. And this is the helm. And there we go. So you can see again, Atmo's there. We've got a couple of things in the buzz section, and we've got a few things there as well. So the bigger star is your main item that you need to be collecting on these levels, and that's my line printer in this case. So I know there's nothing in here. I'm going to go back through here, and I'm going to go to the buzz section, which was over this way. I'm going to creep past this screw guy again because I don't know if he can actually get through here, but I don't want to mess with him really. Where was Buzz? I've gone the wrong way. So you will encounter some doors which are locked. You have to just unlock them. You may have to pay some merits to unlock them as well, but that's fine. Okay, so we're on our own here. Go on, off you go. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to close that. I don't need to go in there. There's a loop there.
Good
And there we go.
job. The Steve needs fuel, though. Perhaps you could look for some.
The keeping of the peace is not, nor should it be, a peaceful endeavor.
So FTL is up here to my left. And then you got fuel here. You also got stuff in these
I
lockers.
suggest you return to the Steve now, before you're killed or asphyxiated.
Yeah, in the top there you see my oxygen. I've got 4 minutes 30. Should be okay. That's basically everything on this level. Double check. Yep. So he can shoot you through windows and things if they are smashed like that one there. You can also shoot him back if you want to. Entirely up to you. Yeah, and as I said, you'll see food and things floating around that you want to pick up. And there we go. So one thing I wish you got on this was once you played a level, if you told if you missed anything. But in this case, it's fine. I mean, you know, you just need to be on your map regularly to see what you get. There we go. Then you recycle things and you get materials. So batteries turn into volts and things like that. And now on your workbench, you get told you can make something. So you right-click it, sorry, left-click it, and then you've got a bushwhacker.
You were wondering, what happens when I die? Don't worry. Other clients will make good use of any items you've constructed.
So they're permanent unlocks. I get to keep those no matter what. They stay on my main ship. Okay. So I've got a regulator, I've got a bushwhacker, I've got some parts as well, but I can't really use them for anything at the moment. But you get a little mark to say how much you're all the way through.
Why is this nebula a desolate void filled with derelict vessels? Unauthorized persons have boarded these vessels and requisitioned parts from them in an unauthorized fashion.
There we go. So I'm going to do another level here, and then we're going to move on. So I need to get... what's my next actual... I can't go back, can I? Yes, I can. Back. So my next unlock is going to be magnifying glass, FTL nozzle, med blower, anything like that. So when I'm here, you can see there's an FTL nozzle on that one, or there's a latex seal on that one. I'm going to go to that one there. And I'm going to jet there. I've got food, I've got fuel, that's all good. And then I'm going to dock. And I get to take two things here. So I've got a direct weapon, a firearm, shooty shooty bang bang. Or I've got an indirect one, which is like a bomb or a mine. And there's different versions of those as well. You do unlock other methods of attacking people. And here we go. Different ship layout. I'm not sure if they're procedurally generated. I'm sure I'll find out as I'm playing through the game here. But you can see this one here is a lot bigger, and there's other things as well. So in this case, you can go to a gene pool or gene harvester where you can provide yourself new traits, and they can be positive or negative. And you need merits to be able to get there. There's a tea machine. We do like some tea on this channel here. And that's going to give you speed boosts and weapon boosts and things like that as well. But again, priority is always get to the helm first, because that shows you everything else here. Okay. That's sick. This way. Nope. Got us all something in. Then it's a coin. Gone the wrong way. more people in it. Ouch. Crap. Okay, so the comedy on this is quite good. Right, so to get there, I need to go past this. So I'm just going to run. So that guy explodes. Right,
Remember, wardens are here to facilitate your therapeutic voyage.
There we go. So now you can see everything at all. Now, unfortunately, back in that security element there was a gunpoint, and that's going to cause me some problems. Oh, there's another gunpoint there. Or is that the same one? That's the same one. Okay. Chuck a bomb down there. There we go. Absolutely love the way these guys talk. Oh, I want to go in there.
Comply to instructions promptly. Failure to comply will result in dehydration.
Okay, pick up some bullets. This thing down here can actually spawn some enemies if you wait long enough near it. I don't know if it does it when you're out of the room or anything, but we shall find out later. I need to go and get some oxygen, I think. I'm on 449. I should be okay, actually. Let's go into the hab. Okay. So that is a cleaning mechanism, basically, which can really help you if you're struggling a little bit later on. So there's certain things that could be placed upon you to give you modifiers and debuffs is the word I was looking for there. My brain wouldn't let me think of it. So you can be oiled, so you can be slipping all over the place, and various other things as well. Oh. You want to stay away from them. So that's oil on the floor there. You do want to avoid that if possible, because you will just slide all over the place like I'm doing now. It's not a massive hindrance, it's just an annoyance more than anything at the moment, but it does affect things like targeting and various other things
Opt
too.
in to dehydration and opt out of travel.
WCG imposes severe penalties for self-asphyxiation. You can requisition supplementary oxygen in Atmo modules.
Okay, there's more things to pick up in here. That's kind of it. Now this, you can drop stuff in, so you can actually you can pop in things which you have currently to get other items. So in this case, I can drop in a coin and I get a slab, which is done. And I can also drop in a battery and get some volts. So that's a way to get raw materials. Okay, and I'm back to where I started pretty much. Have I missed anything? I've missed loads of things. Now, the issue is going to be, do I want to... I've got to go back this way anyway. Oh no! Those guys hurt a lot. So you want to take them on from distance if possible. I'm going to go back this way, because I want to get some oxygen. Oxygen's just this device on the wall here. Now gone back up to full. I'll get back in there. I've got to...
Failure to provide maximum cooperation to WCG guards is punishable by genital removal in accordance with subsection 484F.
Chuck that down there. Wait for that to arm. Ow. Try that one.
Life support systems critical.
Ow, ow, ow. There we go. Right, so you can take them on. It's not easy, but it is possible. There we go. Shut down the security anyway. I could have just come in here and shut that down. Didn't actually realise that. There we go. Alright, if I go this way. Okay, so this is a gene machine, or gene therapy. So in this case you can either add, I can remove my smoker one, which is quite nice, add a foot pad so I don't make any noise when running, or add a navigator so I can see hidden star map routes. I've never seen that one before, so I'm going to take that one. But you only get one use. Some food. Food is always good to pick up. And then I go through here and I'm done. Just double check. I've only missed one thing in the break room. I'm not bothered about that. Got everything else I needed to get. Right, stick everything in the stove. It's a fairly successful run. There we go. You can see I've got collected loads of materials there. I make my stapler.
This is exciting. Your KPIs are really trending up.
And I think I'm going to leave this one here, move on to the next star map in just a second.
Those lacerations PAL detects are no doubt uncomfortable. Did you know that emergency medical care is available in Zonox vessels?
Alright, we're going to leave that one there. I'm going to come back to this in the next episode.